What's up guys, Daniel here in the tech studio. Is a foldable off-road e-bike best for you, or a standard full-size all-terrain e-bike? Both have their pros and cons, so let's deep dive into which one is best for you. Let's get into it. So before we get into it, if you appreciate my content, then feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. It's the only way YouTube really notices my videos. If you'd like to do more to keep this channel afloat, then consider supporting me on Patreon. Lots of goodies like behind the scenes, making of, and exclusive content there. Unfiltered, raw versions of videos, good stuff. Thanks so much. All right, so the Troxus Explorer versus the Lectric XP 3.0. Now I have in-depth reviews on both of these bikes in the description below. Check those out if you want to know more about the individual specs and more details about each specific bike. Okay, so let's go over similarities between the two. These are both fat tire, all-terrain e-bikes. Both of them are class 3 e-bikes, which means they both have a throttle and can get up to 28 miles an hour with pedal assist. Granted, the Lectric needs to be unlocked in the settings to do that. Both have back racks to put pannier bags or what have you. Both have headlights and tail lights. Both can be equipped with hydraulic brakes, although this particular Lectric 3.0 doesn't have it. Both have a weight limit around 300 pounds. Both are over 60 pounds. Of course, the Troxus is much heavier as it's the bigger bike. Now, some differences between the two. Starting with the obvious, the Troxus Explorer is a step over e-bike, whereas the Lectric is a step through. I honestly don't think there's very much advantage to having a step over versus a step through. Both are technically off-road, but that's like saying my Mazda is an off-road vehicle. Like, sure, it can drive down a dirt path, but I mean, so can a Corolla. Having such small tires and low pedals on the Lectric makes this very hard to make sharp maneuvers. This pedal is all scuffed up because I keep leaning too far on sharp turns, and it's a reminder that this is not made for that. It will take you from A to B off-road, but don't expect to thrash it because it will punish you for it. Now, of course, on the full-size Troxus, that's not a problem. These tires are no joke. Can you do technical trails with either of them? No, but if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I'd rather be on the Troxus than the Lectric. It's interesting, going back and forth between the two, the Lectric feels almost light as a feather, which goes to show just how heavy the Troxus is, because this Lectric is 64 pounds. The Troxus is 20 pounds heavier. And I say in my Troxus review, the Explorer feels like the bike equivalent of a pickup truck. Big, heavy, comfortable, and powerful. Oh, speaking of power, speed and power, the speed is also different somehow. The Troxus loves to go fast. It can easily get up to 30 miles an hour on flat ground. It wants to go fast, which makes it, so much fun. The Lectric struggles to actually get to its 28 mile an hour speed limit, while the Troxus just blows past it like it forgot it's supposed to even have a speed limit. So overall, there's a fun factor and maneuverability in the Troxus that we don't have in the Lectric. Now, which one should you get? Should you be getting a full-size e-bike or a foldable one? Well, the most obvious question, to me at least, is are you intending on transporting your bike anywhere? Because if so, then yeah, the Lectric is obviously the logical choice. It fits in the back of my Mazda CX-5. I can actually fit two of them in my car. Granted, it is a hassle to fold and unfold them and lift 60 pounds straight up into an SUV. For the Troxus, even without the battery, it's still 60 pounds. You're not putting that on top of a car by yourself or even with help. I mean, honestly, you're gonna need a bike rack hitch, or hopefully your truck or SUV is big enough that you can take the front wheel off and shove it inside. If you don't have a bike rack hitch or truck or big SUV, then you're probably not gonna transport the Troxus anywhere other than riding it to your destination. So huge advantage to the Lectric on portability, that you can just unfold it and boom, ready to go. But what about commuting? If you need to commute into work, then my pick for me is the Troxus. Yeah, a little biased. Yes, it is big and heavy, hard to fit in an office probably, but in terms of range and speed, the Troxus is the one to have. 30 miles of range at 28 miles an hour, or pedal assist level 5 is insane. Compare that to the 17 miles on the standard battery in the Lectric, almost double the range. Now, you may disagree, and that's totally fine. Obviously, bringing a folding bike into a workplace is much easier So here's what it comes down to. All right, this is it. This is what it comes down to. The folding Lectric is probably the most logical and practical option for most people. A folding e-bike. If I was to recommend a type of e-bike for the vast population of people of all heights, weights, ages, and experience levels, then yeah, the Lectric folding e-bikes appeal to the largest audience. It's like a Toyota Corolla, you know? It works for everybody. It's practical. Will get you where you need to go. It's easy to park. The traditional Troxus e-bike is the most fun option for everyone. And I probably wouldn't recommend this for everyone, as it's a big, heavy, intimidating e-bike. Again, like a pickup truck. Not everyone is comfortable navigating a vehicle of that size, but if you're into that, it's going to reward you for taking those risks. So, the Lectric, you choose with your brain, and the Troxus, you choose with your heart. Practicality and fun. So let me know what you think is best for you in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Use the link in the description to get your Troxus e-bike today and use code DTS at checkout for 10% off.